Hi, Debbie Chu here from Chew on Vegan, and welcome back to another video. Coming to you from my office today. If you're new here, I'm a plant-based RN and I follow the Starch Solution. The Starch Solution is a program that was developed by Dr. John McDougall, and he wrote a book called The Starch Solution. And if you would like more information, I will leave a link to his book in the description box below. On my channel, you will find quick and easy whole food plant-based recipes. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification bell because I do post videos every Tuesday and Saturday. You can follow me on Instagram at Chew on Vegan. And if you're new to this way of eating, or if you just feel like you need some more support, I did start a Facebook group and I will leave a link to that in the description box below. So today I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to be answering some questions. I asked the Facebook group if they had any questions to pose those on the Facebook group, and I would answer those over the next few weeks in my videos. So today I'm going to answer a couple of those questions, and then I'm also going to give you a quick little weight loss update. And then I filmed a video back in July, and I'm going to show that after this little section. Then I'll go into the kitchen. Well, I'm not really going into the kitchen because I filmed it back in July. But that video will take place in the kitchen, and I'm going to show you how to make a really easy Spanish rice in the Instant Pot. So if you notice that I'm wearing a different shirt, it's because I filmed it back in July. I had been doing my back to basics over the last 4 weeks, and so that video kind of took a back seat. Okay, enough rambling. Let's get to our questions. I have two. Okay, the first question, and I'm not giving people's names because I don't know if they want everyone in the world to know that this is their question, so that's why I'm not mentioning your name. How do you lose the last 10 pounds on the Starch Solution? Great question. It was a common question. I get that question a lot. So there really is no short answer on this. It depends on a lot of different factors. The first thing I would do is maybe keep a food log for a few days and really look at what you're eating and see if you're eating oils that you don't know about, you're sneaking in some nut butters, nuts and seeds, things like that, higher calorie density foods, because that's definitely gonna slow your weight loss down. Just make sure you're sticking with low calorie density foods, and I do have a chart that you can download. It's in the description box, so you can keep one on your refrigerator, so then you can at a glance see what the calorie density is for each food. In the Starch Solution, we really don't count calories, but you still need to have somewhat of an idea of what calories are in foods. Otherwise, you're just gonna go willy-nilly. Then you wanna make sure that you're eating to comfortably full, that you're not stuffing yourself. I've been guilty of that. That's what caused me to gain weight back in July, because I was just eating till I was stuffed, and that's not going to help you lose weight, especially those last 10 pounds. Also, are you eating super late at night? I know for me, I need to stop eating by around 7:30, and then I don't eat again until noon the next day, but that's my personal preference. I need that much time to rest my gut, to digest my food. I just feel a lot better. But you should have a minimum of 12 hours between your last meal and your first meal. So check that. See if you have a good gap in between your first and last meal. Another thing I would check to see, are you moving every day? Are you taking a walk every day, or at least 5-6 days a week? If you're able to. Now, if you're already doing all these things, you're not eating the nut butters, you're not eating the seeds, you're exercising, you're not eating till stuffed, you wait a good 12 hours between meals, then I would really look at what are your real goals here. I mean, do you want to be super skinny? Do you want to be healthy? What is it that you're looking for? You didn't tell me how tall you are or how much you weigh, but sometimes you may already be in a healthy weight range, and sometimes that's the problem, is that you are where you should be. You know, for me, sure, I'd love to lose another 10 pounds, but that's not gonna happen. You know, I would have to really restrict my calories, and that's not being at a real healthy weight for me. You know, and restricting calories is not what the Starch Solution is about. You know, how is your blood pressure? How's your cholesterol? How's your A1C? How's your glucose? Are your numbers all normal? And how do you feel? Do you feel good? Do you have energy? Are you sleeping well? And you know, if all those areas are doing great, then I wouldn't worry so much about those 10 pounds, because it's way more important to be healthy on the inside than to be skinny on the outside. because I know people that are super skinny and they're not healthy at all. Because the point of this is to, yes, you want to be at a healthy weight, you want to have a healthy life, you want to live long, you want to enjoy your life, you want to have a good quality of life. So to me, that's really the priority. So as you can see, it's not a yes or no kind of an answer. It was kind of complicated, and different factors come into play, and I hope that helped a little bit. Question number 2, I'm going to just read off my paper. Do I need to completely eliminate nuts, seeds, and nut butters? I enjoy them so much, but I need to lose about 35 pounds. I am 68 and have been vegetarian for over 40 years, that's amazing, and vegan for 8 months. The only time I can ever lose is if I don't eat at all. The short answer is yes. According to Dr. McDougall and his maximum weight loss program, you do need to eliminate nuts, seeds, nut butters, avocados, oil. Those are all super high calorie density, and they are definitely going to impede your weight loss. So if you haven't already done that, I would definitely start with that. And then a question I have for you is, do you have the book? Do you have the Starch Solution? Because that would be my first suggestion, is that please get the book. You can get it at your local library if you don't have the money. It's on Amazon. You can get it anywhere. And I would start with reading that book because there's so much great information in there. And are you doing the 50-50 plate? I like to do the 50-50 plate. I eat my veggies first, then my starches, eat to comfortably full. Basically the same thing I said on the last question. That's how I lost my last 15 pounds, was doing the 50-50 plate. I eliminated all the nut butters, avocados, seeds, and be consistent, at least as much as possible. Now, you said you were 68, so I'm assuming you are postmenopausal. And I know for me, it's really important that I do exercise, and also that I include some weight resistance in my exercise. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but even if you had some 2-pound weights, work up to 5 pounds and just do some simple exercises to build your muscle tone, because muscle burns calories faster than fat. And it's really important as we get older, especially postmenopausal, we do lose muscle tone. You might want to think about joining a local gym. Usually they give you like a free consultation and can set up a little exercise routine for you. I go to the gym 3 days a week, and I don't do anything crazy. I go on the treadmill, I do some of the weight machines, and just to keep my muscle tone. And then I walk 5 days a week as well. That's something that you can think about as well. Okay, so that's all the questions for today. I hope that helps some of you out there. And now for a quick weight loss update. I did lose again this week. I didn't lose last week, but I'm down 2.7 pounds, and I'm quite happy with that. And I'm gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, being consistent, making healthy choices, making smart choices, keeping on the low calorie density. All right, so let's go into the kitchen and let's get the Spanish rice going. You're gonna love this recipe. It's super easy. Today I'm going to be taking my Spanish rice recipe and I'm going to be making it in the Instant Pot. I do have a video on making it on the stovetop, so I will leave a link to that in the description box. But today I wanted to show you how you could make this Spanish rice in the Instant Pot. So we're going to start with our Instant Pot on the saute feature. You're going to let it heat up a little bit, and then I'm going to add 1 cup of rice, and I do have a little bit of water in here. So we're just going to saute this for a couple of minutes. And if you need to add more water as you're sauteing, go ahead. And then you want to try to get all these little grains off the side. Now we're going to add a couple cloves of garlic. And we're just going to saute this for a minute. And I'm going to add a little bit more water to this. I like to add veggies to my rice, so I've got some green pepper and orange pepper. I've got some carrots. I've got some frozen peas and frozen roasted corn, and I've got some onion. Exact measurements will be in the description box. So we're just going to let this saute for a couple minutes. At this point, you can turn the saute feature off. And if there's any rice that kind of got stuck, you want to make sure you get it up. Just use your spoon. This all looks good. Now we're gonna add our spices and some tomato paste. Probably about 3 tablespoons, not really measuring. And our spices are going to be oregano, cumin, garlic powder, onion powder, and oregano. I don't know if I said that. So those all go in and get that all incorporated. Now I'm going to turn the saute feature back on, and I'm going to add 2 cups of veggie broth. And I want this to come up to a simmer before I put the lid on. So when you just start to see a few little bubbles, now we can turn that saute feature off. Put the lid on. Make sure that it is sealed. And then we're gonna do this for manual pressure for 10 minutes. So we will do manual pressure for 10 minutes. Then we will let it rest for 10 minutes, and then we'll release the rest of the steam, and then the rice will be ready at that point. Okay, let's see what we get. Whew. I just like to fluff it with a fork. So we've got our Spanish rice. I think it came out pretty good. Let's give it a taste. Get some veggies in there. This goes great for Taco Tuesday. I love making a big pot of this, and then I have it for the week. I can take some to work for lunch, have some for dinners. It's a perfect pair to your non-starchy vegetables, so you have your 50-50 plate. So I hope you give this recipe a try. It's good for you, it's good for the animals, and it's good for the planet. And remember, what you put on your plate determines your fate and your weight. Until next time, thank you. Say it, don't spray it. No. But I completed my final, I completed part 4 of the bath. And just make sure you are following the low calorie density chart that I put in the, that's not what I want to say.